was wake up. And I'm hoping this screen's going to work with me. Bloody Mercury in shadow. I don't know why it's doing that. It's bouncing around. We'll see. I don't know. Lord help me. We're going to go and make a cuppa. Number one, the first thing a YouTuber does, and it's to the detriment of our health, I might add. See, pens on the hair store. I've woken up. I'm in my dressing gown. We wake up and usually we try to get anchored in and grounded. And I mean, true heart knows me. She's seen me day, night, morning. And some of you I do talk to personally. I connect in with you and we might be friends on Facebook through YILDIZ readings. You might follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I come up and I try and have a spiritual chat. But we try to connect in and try and be as real as possible because let's get real, ascension's not fun. And I was thinking about, over the years I have coached people on YouTube channels. So it's tough out there in the YouTube world, but it's being in the spiritual world. I mentioned yesterday that there was a client that at the moment is doing a bit of a book based on Twin Flame Path, which is one paradigm of a spiritual, ascension. There's lots. And she said to me, YILDIZ, is it good that I'm doing this? And it's good or bad. It's something that is ready to be done. And you do tend to find that through transits, astrologers, for instance, they will be well and truly embodying, hi giggle, the transits prior to that experience. And it's very similar to being a twin flame. I'm not perfect. I did make a comment in the community tab, and it was by no means an attack on that person. It was merely a statement of maybe it was misinterpreted, that Giggle and I, the video that we did, was a video. It actually wasn't. It was just a video that I've had many conversations with friends. I've had conversations with Andrew, conversations with Adam, Lysiana, Jen, Giggle, the list goes on, with True Heart, with Jan, who I had on the channel that was, we had a chat then and that was about the astrology with the middle ox here. So in that format, it wasn't an interview. And yes, on the algorithm energy, I used to swear. I used to smoke. But there are certain things we can and can't do. And it's a fine line between being authentic and being and following an algorithm. So, it's case sensitive. There are some things we can say, there's some things we can't. And it is, you're kind of done if you do and done if you don't. But in the spiritual realm, I wanted to have a bit of a talk to you guys very quickly because I do have a client today about some of the things that YouTubers actually do look at, when they're going through working of a spiritual channel. A, you're going to purge. You're human. It's natural. B, the organisation is phenomenal. Working on platforms, you can have anything from Facebook, you can have Instagram, you can have Twitter. Don't do Twitter no more, sorry. And that's due to the fact that I've got to be realistic. So in being realistic, channeling can take a lot of energy. But you also do have your own purgatory effect that you go through. You've got your cleaning, cooking, washing, got to dye your hair, You have your own personal life. And I've been on YouTube now for 4 years. And there is a deep accountability that comes with it. Come and correct, potentially trying not to trigger people, but if you do, thank you. And I said this morning to Shelley. Priestess, gorgeous. Don't even know you directly, but yes, you have made the world a difference in my life. And their quote is, say it, Giggle, have I triggered you? You're most welcome. Welcome to your karma. Because the thing is, like I was saying about songs and things where we can accidentally trigger people or judge. I mean, at the moment, we've got Pisces there, so we've got psychology. And I'm a very forgiving person, and it's not, yes, I am human. I do take offence at times. It's not, I'm perfect by any means, especially when you're tired. I've got lots of things happening in my life at the moment that I would say are not fun. Can I handle it? Yes. Will I do readings? Yes. But if I'm not well, I won't do them. I'll reschedule because I take accountability. But yes, I do have some things that are happening in my life that are very testing, and it's just shit happens, right? It does happen. So that has been going on this week. Not that I'll go into it really what it is, but there have been some testing things that have been coming up. that have been very difficult for me. And I'm like, heck, Groundhog Day, we back here again. The hardest thing I think being a twin is dramas associating with karmic cycles. Dramas associated with our past, right? Because it comes back, always comes back. And you try and level up. Very careful about what I put out there. And also because I don't feel, you've got to look at what it's going to serve. If you talk about it, is it going to serve a purpose? Is it going to stir the pot? Are you playing chess? Into the office I go. I've seen some YouTubers with their gorgeous offices and it's all IT. One day, bitches. So yes, my office is my neutral zone. It's my prayer temple. It has my cards. I incense it. It's not fashionable at the moment. Usually, my, what would I call it? The inside of my office can look like bedlam, like a paperwork recycle yard. Usually because I print the astrology charts up, get everything done, and you'll have Libra, Aquarius, and everything spread over the floor. So with, for instance, YouTube channels that are doing romance and extensions, which I've recently started doing, which is great. I'm really enjoying them. I have started adding them into the membership zone. Because I used to have a job. This is my job now. So I do this full time. And I was guided that way because it got busier. Because we have the nodes in Sagittarius, for us as YouTubers, it is difficult because it relates to media. So sometimes people can misinterpret. Sometimes we can have misunderstandings. Big changes in media. We can see that. We can see it all over the news. Leo King mentioned this. Shout out Leo King. And he's human too, and he's had some things that he's been going through. So even he said, spiritual healers will need counsellors. I feel you. Why? Because we're human, and it's, I have been going probably for 4 years now. So there's been different ways I've been trying to, create the content, because this is my full-time job, right? But it's almost like each year something changes. And it can be algorithm. One subscriber, this was years ago, said to me, he was a bit upset. He said to me, "YILDIZ, you become too commercialised." I was like, what? Okay, commercialised. Let's talk about that. Don't have a full-time job. This is my full-time job. Don't get money from the government. Expenses have gone up relating to it. I was telling Shelley how much. She was like, what? So, you've got your internet, you've got your technology, you've got your software packages. I do now use, which I may go into actually talking about some of those subjects, creating a different channel, to do with some of the things that I use to help navigate your schedule. And that can be for businesses too. One of the apps that I use, which I still have to go back and update it, add things to it, which I'm developing content, is the app Later. And that is a fantastic secretary for me psychologically, because I was like, okay, heck, it's in one breath you're like, I'm going over to YouTube. I need the videos there. I have my subscribers. I need to give them the content. I've worked on that. I've promised that. That's my commitment. And I have Saturn and Leo, so that's me innately to the core. Now my partner's calling. And then you have Instagram, and you run over there and you got to put posts up. And then I've got Facebook, where it all started, which technically it wasn't. It started with me. It was when I was about 5. I started having an awakening. I was having psychic attacks and, spiritual energies in my room. I had shadow people. I had paranormal activity. You name it, I had it all. So, which is the videos initially I wanted to talk about. So a lot of times with my gift, it was more based on your guides would come through. Then it went to, I could channel forward and I could channel back. I could astro travel through my third eye. It then went to cup readings. I now can look at chakra energies inside your blockages. I can look at the astrological aspects. I know from a health point of view, a holistic point of view, I'm not talking medical. Can't talk about that on YouTube. I can talk from a spiritual point of view. That's my expertise. So I connect to my expertise and I stay in my lane. So yes, those things have developed as I've gone, but so too as clientele. And twin flame path is one of the hardest energies to coach. I'll be perfectly honest with you. And I am one. So by no means am I judging, shading, but yes, at times we can fall into so many categories. I fell into victim consciousness. I fell into codependency, enabling. What were the other ones? Oh, so many. And yes, we do. So being a reader, that is a twin, that is a union. Some may get triggered that I'm in union and then have the wound relating to, maybe that's only for some. And nobody knows, but it's still the paradigm of what I try to promote in the holistic spiritual community is not that you have to be X, Y, or Z, but how can we get you the best life we need to get you? That's my role. That's what I take in Ascension. That's the most important thing is you. But the most difficult thing is nobody can do the work, which is horrible. And that was the poem I talked about in both videos with the, I was going to say Virgo. See, Shelley? Leo, Virgo, Pisces. We're back at it again. Looking at the astrology, I can show you where these blockages are. I can also show you that emotionally speaking, we can become very disillusioned, disheartened. Projection is the reflection. So for me, comments on videos affect the algorithm. I have over 10,000 subscribers, and it has stayed at 10,000 subscribers for 3 years. I have mentioned it many, many times. Now, the way the system works, this is what you need to understand. And it's not, I'm not saying it's not me. It might be, I don't know. But look at it this way. If we get triggered and we're talking about twin flame path, it does affect it, because then people get angry and they unsubscribe, and I can't do anything about that. So then YouTube understands in the algorithm, oh, maybe this content isn't viewable. Then if nobody comments and you're a subscriber, they will unsubscribe you. You need to check your settings. Inactive subscribers on YouTube, the transformation has been, if you don't click the like, it's odd, it is what it is. If you don't comment on that person's video, their next 20 videos will be chucked down in the algorithm and they won't get shared. And there was a point where this happened that I didn't look at the bloody subscriber count, I hid it because it was affecting my psychology. Because I was doing, and I've easily done 50 videos this month. It's very fatiguing. It's a lot of commitment. That on a percentage ratio at the moment, I have 25% that have clicked the bell. 25%. So at that percentage, that should mean that 2,500 subscribers should be theoretically watching the video. How are viewed on my video? 150? So the frustration is, how do I get that information to you? So it's a lot of work. I have to, with my videos, tag them correctly, have the thumbnail correct, send it to my website, tag it through my website, transfer it to Facebook, tag it there again. Do you understand what I'm saying? Regardless of whether we're social media or not, algorithm has changed. There was a time each video would be seen 5,000 times. It affects your channel though. You can't. So, and you shouldn't have to. There are millions of wonderful subscribers. And I remember saying this to one YouTuber, I won't mention their name. You could put rubbish up and someone's going to watch it. You could, right? And it's not, I can't judge my content. That's up to the subscribers to judge rationally. I can transform, upgrade, do audio, do editing, do HD, which I do. So, yeah, I won't add another platform. I do have another one which I am opening, but be rational. One person, paperwork, editing, psychic development, coaching, clients. So it's either I just do video content, super chat questions, for instance. I had 17 videos to do the other day. So, you know, some people can jump on and think that we, as YouTubers, have all the time in the world, and we really don't. We don't. We'd love to. We do give our souls for free. We really do, because we're purging, we're coaching. And then when we come up, if I was to physically, on that day, I was really optimistic. People were sleeping, it affects the algorithm. But to save the video, to upload it was going to take too long. So I was like, heck, I'm going to have to go live. So being rational to do with time management, very North Node Gemini, it was like, all right, I've got to come live. People are going to be asleep. I'm then going to have to backtrack and edit that with the thumbnails, with the tags, that if I don't, I'm going to get in trouble. Now, I did have to say, I can only take super chat questions. And that's to create a healthy boundary with my time management. Due to the fact that if I was to answer 20 to 30 questions, have you noticed that when we do the lives, it can go to 2 hours? Now, if a person sees a 2-hour video, they're probably not going to watch it, number one. Number two is, that probably would have been more informative had you booked a reading or come through to the members zone. It's $11 a month. You can unsubscribe at any time. You can ask personal questions. It's a tight, private room. It's there for the coaching. It's more formatted. It's, you know, you probably give, some people aren't even giving $10. We give what we can. But there are YouTubers that will say, I will not answer your question unless it's $25. And that's due to the fact they've got so many subscribers, guys. It's not because they're gold diggers. It's because they have to be rational with their time management. It's like, heck, you know, I've got 12 videos to do. I'm channeling it. I'm clearing the deck. I'm saging the cards. I'm updating it. So it's time. That's all it is. It's not personal. And it's also because, yes, you know, if we're taking an hour here, a client is an hour as well. That time management is crucial between the members, who I love and I'm grateful for. Then it's my clients I have to give that responsibility to. Then it's my information content monthly. So you do have to be many hats. So with the theory of managing a channel, yes, there's changes. Can I do anything about it? Probably not. But yes, if it got to a point that I never get a comment on a video, what are you guided to do? Why do you think you see YouTubers that don't have the comments on? Because it affects the algorithm. But if you turn it off, what do? You get mad and you click like or dislike. And it's still helping. You guys have the benefit that on my videos, you can join, you can comment, you can communicate. You can speak to me candidly. You can have a super chat question, which is it's not even 1% of a reading. I have put discounts up on my website regularly. So do I smash you with emails only if there's a discount? And maybe if I've started doing little videos up on the website that is to do with things that are coming up energetically, and I'll post them onto the website in a mini video that goes, all right, this is what I've been noticing with this. This is what I've been noticing with that. So those of you that are subscribed, it's not like I'm sending you mass marketing. It is just, okay, for those of you that are following, hey, this is the energy that's come up. And it's a quick 5-10 minute video. And I might be guided to do other zodiac signs there, because that's my platform. That's my permanency. That's my home. So, you know, if we were to do something incorrect, at any point, our livelihood can stop. And this is my livelihood. So I have to cover all bases with different platforms. That light is horrendous. I saw the light. So, so yes, it's quite, by no means am I complaining. I'm talking honestly. I'm being candid. I have regularly, I've updated the website, something chronic. You have got a mini video for info. I do say in the video, if you're struggling, I'm not going to shade you, just inbox me. I'll give you a hand. I'll do the time conversion. I have exchange rate, because I have a lot of beautiful American clients. I've got people in America, New Zealand, Africa. I've got people everywhere, which I'm incredibly grateful for all of your love and support. And really, unless I was getting paid, I would not be here, because I have to eat. You've got the technology. I need to update my computers. I need to update my technology. I haven't been able to in 3 years because I'm on the twin flame path, right? So moving, issues to do with that. Lots of things change in twin flame path, guys. You guys know that, especially when you move back into union. I could have potentially, when I had the last breakup, that was the hardest part. I was pretty much coming to you guys pretty much every day. I was going through the dark night of the soul. I was a lot in ego. I was a lot in hell. And I'd get my shit together and I would come live. I would never bring that to you because I didn't want to trigger anyone. I took a lot of accountability, but it's not fun. And then to coach and to revisit those things inside of twin flame path, and now it's desensitized it for me. It's like, yeah, I know where you're at. I do, but sometimes I think we forget that I have been there. And no, I can't know everything you've gone through, but I have experienced a lot of strange things. What are some of the examples? Broken families and children. Financial abuse, karmics, what else? Life threats. I've seen a lot. I can't say I'm judgmental. I can't say I am. If I ever fall into that, deep apologies. Even the lady that commented about the video, I am not angry at her by any means, and please do not segregate her. I appreciate your love and support. It is not, I feel that way to do with the circumstance. It was misinterpreted, and it just happened to come at a very sensitive time for me because I am having dramas with my teenager, and it is not fun. And this has been going on for 3 years. Balance with joining and twin flame path is hard work. And when you have issues to do with co-parenting, children, and you got your 3D world, you're purging, it's not fun. So, trying to balance that, which is, you can't work with people who aren't working with you. There's nothing you can do. Does it upset you? Yes, you do. You're human. But what do? You just got to be just guide yourself through it. Maybe the universe has a different story for you. What can you do? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that has been something coming up. So it came at what I shared with you in that video with Giggle. We were laughing because we usually bounce off each other. And it's like, sometimes it's like we're talking to ourselves. So if you misinterpreted it, it's like we're sisters. Shelley can have good days. Shelley can have bad days. I can have bad days, and probably worse than you saw there. That was lovely. Shelley's seen me in a blubbering mess, which is really humanistic. True Heart and I, we can be really honest and earnest. She's deeply spiritual. She does a lot of hard work on herself, and all of you do. Don't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes we can misinterpret things, but the thing is, I even said to True Heart the other day, we can't, we're always going to trigger someone. That's a reality, especially twin flames, twin flame coaches, twin flame YouTubers. We might think, hey, how do they get what they've got? Don't think it's a bed of roses, it's work. No one's immune to work. I've been in uni now for 2 years. I shared a photo the other day. My mum was like, gross, you two, get a room. And it was like, that's a 2-year-old photo. That's a 2-year-old photo, mother. Love you, mum. Anywho. We are quite private. I don't have my twin on here because, number one, I always strongly promote have something separate. Because what happened when we were in connections? Some of us were in connections and we had to leave. We were worried about our finances. Some of us were like, oh my gosh, I've left all my friends. I haven't dealt with my friends. I've been purging. I poured all that energy into the relationship, and that's an us issue then. It's like, oh God, what do I have left? I've created an island up here, over there. And that is the same situation to do with the platforms at the moment. I can't create one as an island. I have to use Instagram. I've got to use Facebook. I've got to use my website. I need to use YouTube. It's a contract. But bigger picture, if I resonate with you, I have over 1,000 clients. And, I could theoretically, from a spiritual point of view, I'm psychic. I'm doing this to advertise and to help and coach. But theoretically, a zodiac sign is going to be null and void in a week. All right. So it's through love. And I don't mean I'm leaving. I mean, logically speaking, I am the service, right? So apart from me sharing on a website, guess what? I'm a psychic medium. Come get me, which is basically the gist of it. That's my services. I promote and show you what I'm able to do. So it's, at the moment, it's at 50 videos, and it's probably going to end up being more because I'm about to get onto the romance. So unless comments are there, this is the thing. This is a contract between two friends, 10,000 friends at the moment, is that comments do count and they're deeply appreciated. If you want this channel to stay afloat, and any channel you go to, I'm not talking just from my point of view, I'm talking about the algorithm. I'm talking about the reality of what YouTubers go through. The commitment's there, the development's there. We're wanting to do better. I want to bring better content to you. I want to bring more relevant content, but think about it this way. At 24 videos for 2 romance reads, plus you add another 12 to that, and then you get the twin flame videos, when will I have time to do the creative content? And especially if I don't see the comments and the movement, you know, I want to do that creative content too. So I have to be very organized as to how to do that. And the request was for romance reads, so I did romance reads. And then we go through this transition between the Leo moon, the Virgo moon, the Pisces moon, and we're moving towards even channeling the full moon in Libra. We're going to be facing our shadows, guys. So we're already in it, and if we can't move through it, believe me, by the time we get to that full moon in Libra, we're going to project our wings, right? And there's going to be, Saturn is making an aspect to Chiron, right? What will it amplify? It will be your karma, and that's what I see it as. I'm like, oh, heck. Where does Libras fall at the moment? Where's Pisces? 6th house? Yes, somebody said 9th house. Oh, the North Node. The North Node's in Gemini. Mars is currently in Gemini, right? So, the video I did, I do swear. Thanks, sweet. I do swear. But do I do it on how I don't wish to ever insult you, but I have no control over that, okay? I'm who I am. I don't promote smoking. I do smoke. I drink coffee. I love coffee. Okay, I love coffee. I'm a Kiwi. I was born in New Zealand, in Auckland, Devonport. Big shout out to my Kiwis. I love you to bits. I'm multicultural. I have English, Irish, French, and Turkish, and I make no apologies to it. I am very open-minded. I do have people around me that are a little bit racial, but I love them. I love all people, right? I'm very forgiving. I'm very understanding, but for some reason, Libra's really changed. It's not a personal thing. It has been personal to Libras lately, because we did have last year, we had Mars transiting our Venus house. That was our work. That was people with us, around us. It was our relationships. Everything was testing with Mars. We had Aries and Chiron retrograde. We had Mars retrograde in Aries, and it was in that house, and that was hell for Libras. And probably for Aries too, right? Because the shadow sign's Aries. That's coming back up again for us. So it's testing. It's really testing spiritually. And I'm not saying other zodiac signs haven't gone through it. Number one, I've got Cancer energies in my zodiac, which is it's quite heavy. So when we had the nodes in Cancer and Capricorn, I'd already been going through the thick of it. At the moment, it's Geminis, and Geminis, Taurus, Virgo are really feeling it at the moment. Libras, yes, because we've got, at the moment, we currently have, let me look. Virgo was our 12th house, so you wouldn't have been sleeping. We also had our health house activated and our creative projects. So for me, yes, I had to change content. No, people want this. No, they don't. You feel a little bit bipolar through that experience. You're like, okay, did I get it right? No, I didn't. And then the astrology wanted to come back. It's like, okay, we're going to work this out. The one thing I have noticed is that, yes, the thing that will be relevant for the term of time, people wanted me to write a twin flame book. Now, the thing is, we're on this platform. This is where we met. hi. And this is where we met, right? And for some reason, some of you dream of me. I feel very, very blessed and honoured. Other things is, in order to give you what you need, if I was sick one day, that is going to be there for the rest of your life. You can save that. You can keep it in one of your little folders. And you can go, okay, today I'm triggered. I need to go to that video. But I need your love and support with that. I can't do 50 videos a month. And constantly, you know, and maybe the way the channel has evolved is my implementation of my coaching's changed, is because if I was to be here every day, the information when it's relevant, yes, I love giving it and I feel that's necessary and we're growing together. You may get something from another channel, you may get something from my channel. My channel style is to give you your power, not to take it from you. That's my guides, that's how they've asked me to deliver that information. So the way I do the weekly updates is so that you can go away, we're doing the work, we're moving through the energy, coming back, right, okay, why did that happen? What was that? And you're doing the integration too. So I'm not enabling you, I'm relating to you. I'm like, okay, mate, you know, so I read for people connected to astrology in your life who want to develop. And I don't care whether you are or aren't a twin flame. Twin flame tag, right? That's boxing. Look outside the box. We all have energy. We're energy. So ascension, blockages, spirituality, astrology, transits helps everyone. Okay, what's coming up for me financially? Where is my family at? Why are my kids relating this way? Oh God, yes. You know, that's real. That's relevant to where you are, and that's what I try and do. So, you know, let me have a look. And I'll probably have to go in a minute, but I do want to do one relating to your kids. But it's for the parents, not for the children, right? So that you guys go, okay, what's going on with my teen? What's going on with my kid right now? Like, they're driving me crazy. And I coach parents relating to what psychologically can be coming up with them. And if you do need it, click, you know, if you do want someone coaching that, I do happen to know someone that does work with children from a psychological thing. So I can give you their website if that's something you need. But you've got that on media. There's certain things we can talk about on here. There's certain things we can't. So if you find that you're going, how am I going to relate to this human being while I'm going through ascension? I have those people I can send you to. Click me on the website. I'll give you a hand. I can't give you financial advice. I can give you astrological viewpoints legally. Medical point of view, can't legally give you that. I can tell you astrologically, spiritually. Yes, I do have background in nursing. Privately, candidly, I can coach you and give you viewpoints from experience. But I'm not a doctor. Okay, you get my gist? So there's accountability on platforms. That one could call as red tape, but it's rational. It's okay. Because I don't know, some of you might have a masculine thumbnail. You could be feminine. You could be karmic. Some of you I don't know personally, so I need to be very disconcerting about how I give information to take that into account. Even when we had Chiron and Pisces, I was putting up counselling services globally. And that is so, if you're triggered, and I can't be there because I'm not God, that you have that there. But you must look at that and go, okay. Even the other day, like I was triggered, I said to you on that video, please do go look at the actual new moon in Pisces video. It's got a guided meditation. It has your house placement. You can stream forward, stream back, and it's got your information. Soon, the members will get the Libra video, which I'll be doing today for the full moon in Libra, and I'll move on to the next, and I'm going to be all month working on those videos to get them ahead, to give me a break. I used to have 3 months pre-recorded, which meant if I was sick, I could take a break. But right now where it's at, due to the karmics, due to moving houses 3 times in 2 years, due to a lot of BS with them. It has set me back. I'm not God. I'm human. You try and move 3 houses and go from having 3 months ahead to then going back to helping with 7 children and my own and managing a bit. So that's why I say I can coach channels. I know what to do. But yes, part me, part situational ship. You can't change it. You do the best you can with what's been coming through for you, you know, with it. Do you know what I mean? Hi, sweet. Hi, Ma. So I thought I'd give you that update. Yes, information's on the website. There's a video that gives you information. You can then get to the point that if you're really unsure, it gives you a breakdown of everything. My schedule is there. If you don't understand how to convert it, just inbox me and I'll touch base with you, say, where are you in the world? And I can send you a link and you can have a look at it and go, right, this is how I need to book. It gives you the price and currency conversion, I believe, on there. You will then get a notification of a booking. You will then get one that will link to the calendar, and it will also give you a half an hour ahead of time notification that the booking is starting. Now, it already has the link in there for Skype. So I resend it again time and time again. And most of you, the first instance, it's a bit like, you know, a baby giraffe being born and it's like, heck, what do I do? So I have that compassion and understanding. But if it's to be, you've got all that information and I've addressed all my side of the fence and you just haven't shown up, I can't do anything about that. And as much as if you had inboxed and gone, YILDIZ, you know, I've got this or that happening, I will always be very understanding and go, no dramas, I'll swap it across. And that can even be half an hour before. But it can't be a regular thing. And if it is, then I can't do that. I need to create that healthy boundary. So at times it was costing me $1,000 a month for people just not showing, not taking that responsibility to, I've done my side of the fence, I can't do anything if you haven't. I've also had people not show, and I've additionally given them the links, and then 6 months later they've wanted their money back. And I'm like, oh, strange. So, I mean, even now these days, if you went to a doctor's surgery or a beautician and you didn't show up, you'd lose your deposit. You know what I mean? And it's not... If I keep rescheduling, each space is an additional paying customer, and then it's taking a... So I've got to create healthy boundaries. I am flexible. I just can't be a doormat. And that's because of finances, and it's because of time management. It's because of commitments and responsibility. So it's not, I'm a mean person. I'm not a gold digger. Libra has changed. Libra is looking at health. Okay, 6th house, Pisces, health, healthy boundaries. Please don't take it personal. I'd love to be delusional towards it. These situations I have to look at. So, if comments don't go on the videos, it's going to cause issues algorithm-wise. And then it's like, why bother having the comments open in the first place? They're a blessing and they're a gift. Likes, if that isn't there, what's the point of having it? If you don't feel the video resonates, you know, and sometimes, a lot of the times, coaching at the end of the videos will come. That maybe I need to cut that in half and stop and actually do that so it doesn't affect the algorithm. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I used to give a little mini intro that would jump on and go, okay, I'm going to be live in 10, and that will affect all my other videos because people are going, oh, okay, you're live in 5, and then they don't watch it, and then the next video and the next video is bumped down in the algorithm. So I can't even do that. Okay, so please comment. I love you for commenting. If you want to be a private energy, change it. Change your name. Create a little thing where you can be private and you can just comment freely. All right, just be yourself, but create a different YouTube account. You can come on, you can be yourself. Karmic still, what's the difference, right? And just comment. Feel free to comment. Don't think that your opinion, if I ever see anyone attacking you, I will always stick up for you. And that's especially for the person that made apparently the constructive comment relating to me. I'm not mad by any means. You misinterpreted the video. Okay, so I'm not mad, and I will not allow anyone to attack her. It is not an attack on her. It is merely, it was misunderstood of what that was and why that video was made. And if you get offended about swearing, we can't make the whole world what we need them to be. And, you know, that was the one thing that I have learned over this retrograde with Mercury in the 5th house is, look, I can't address all your needs. I really can't. I can be myself, which I think is the most authentic thing. I've got a pen in my hair, grey hair, and I'm wearing my jammies. I've got a client and I'm 10 minutes late. I'll have to, which has been a reschedule. But that's what I'm saying. So, you know, think about those things I've said. If I've offended anyone, it's not meant to offend. I'm just being real. Yes, I do. I'm trying to look at the creative content, but, you know, especially if I say, look, guys, I can spend time doing super chats, but I can't just sit there and answer 20 people's. And look, compassionately, if I see one of you are really broken, I know you directly and you comment regularly, yeah, I will be guided to answer your questions. But if I was to sit there and answer 50 questions, I'm effectively, and I used to give free giveaways, and I may go to that again, but not if I'm spending, you know, half an hour doing a video. Then it's, I love the conversational pieces, but then it's affecting the next video. People are going to bed, I'm live, and then, you know, they're not getting theirs. I have to be fair to those zodiac signs too. That's all I'm saying. Fair upon my time, compassionate and rational towards my schedule, and healthy boundaries relating to, okay, how can I reduce that? How, you know, as per who's needing it. And if information comes through in a channeling, I can't change what's coming through in a channeling. Some people can get very grumpy and go, but that's not what I asked. But it's like, but that's what they're showing me. And that's the first step in channeling is, okay, this is what they're showing me of what the blockage is. I had someone get angry at me the other day, which was like, but I was addressing what you asked me. I'm telling you. Pisces, no. I'm going to love you some leafers. Before I say something accidentally that might trigger people. And I'm just going to go and work, and I'll see you guys later in the afternoon. Okay? All right.